What's going on, everyone? This is called The Solution. Is in the solution to fitness, and today I'm going to give you 5 ways to get stronger. Everything you need to know about strength training. Okay, before I start this video, I also want to briefly bring up that I'm starting a campaign with, you asked me for it, I'm finally going to test it out, and that's t-shirts. It's a normal t-shirt. You want to take it to the gym, wear that. You want to rip off the sleeves, you can do that too. If you're interested in a shirt like that, it's very limited right now. If you're interested in a shirt like that, I'm going to leave a link in the description. Okay, click that link. And if it's something you want to get into, if you want to show support to me, you know, then get a shirt. But I got a lot of messages on social media. I've seen a few comments, people asking me about getting a shirt. So there it is. How can I get strong? Simple question, but does it have a simple answer? I'll let you be the judge of that one on these 5 tips on how to build explosive strength. A large percentage of people that go to the gym want to be strong, but are unaware of the little steps you have to take in order to obtain true strength. Hopefully this video will help shed light on these steps and open your eyes to what you're missing from your current strength training routine. With that being said, let's get into the 5 different ways you can be stronger. Number 1, performing compound exercises. I'm putting this at number 1 because this is the most valuable, essential part of any strength training program. So what are compound exercises? These are workouts that require you to use multiple muscles at once in order to perform a movement. You cannot perform these compound exercises to the best of your ability if one of these muscles are lacking. The most well-known compound movements are the squats and the deadlifts. These two are total body, with squats hitting not only your legs, but you open the doors for full muscular development. How's that? Well, that's because compound movements like this strengthens the chemical messengers of your body that will help stimulate overall muscle growth. These chemical messengers are known as your hormones. And to add to that, you're also strengthening your core and your stabilizer muscles. Other huge benefits to compound movements is that your metabolic rate increases, as well as your mental focus and even your sexual drive. Even workouts like pull-ups or dips are known as compound movements. Number 2, work on the weaker muscles. So remember when I said when banging out those compound movements, it requires multiple muscle groups working together? I said it like 20 seconds ago. Well, in order for all muscle groups to work together, they all need to be properly trained. Let's now take your bench press, for example. You want to increase that. And if you guys didn't know, a while back I did do 5 ways to increase your bench press, if you guys want to check that out. But one of the things I mentioned was to work on the assisting muscles, and this holds true to any compound exercise. If you have strong triceps but weak shoulders, which are the main components of this exercise, then by increasing the strength in your shoulders, more specifically the anterior deltoid, you'll be putting up much more weight. Deadlift. You may have good legs, strong back, strong arms, but weak forearms. Therefore, a weak grip. Then you'll know that you have to work on your grip strength. That's a common weakness with a lot of gym goers. I find that farmer's walks are excellent for grip strength, as well as pull-ups. Number 3, focus on less reps with high intensity. I touched on this on a recent video talking about how much reps and sets you should be doing to build muscle and strength. I also talked about time under tension, how much weight you should be using, all that good stuff. Very informative video, go check it out. But to add a little to that, you can also focus on less workouts. If you want stronger legs, you don't have to do 15 different workouts all on leg day, till you end up spending 6 hours in the gym hitting every leg machine, every leg workout in the book. Sometimes less is better. Oh, not like that, come on, grow up. There are times where I go to the gym on leg day and I'm only doing 2 different workouts, then I'm done. Of course, I'm doing a lot more sets that day, probably around 6 sets each if I'm feeling good. And every time I'm increasing the intensity every single time. There's also a very important aspect when it comes to strength training. You want to be able to push yourself past the limits that you never thought you'd be able to get past. I don't care if it's an additional 45-pound plate that I'm adding on or a little 5-pounder. As long as I'm feeling the resistance, I'm feeling good. And you obviously have to do it in a way to prevent injury, and that's with proper form. Like I said in the previous point, you want to make sure that you worked on the weaker muscle. You want to make sure that you have no weak points going into the compound movement. Everything needs to be balanced. Make sure you perform proper technique. Look up the correct form online, because one minor flaw can cause an injury and you lose years of hard work. Some people never come back. Yeah, keep that in mind. That's like, you know, campfire, circle, you know, scary story time for me. You know, I do not want to be in that boat. I want to train smart. You should too. Number 4, make sure you're eating foods for strength. Foods like eggs, which help with your testosterone level. And I don't want to say again, I did a video on this too, but you can check that out. It's pretty recent. Salmon, which has some fat, but if not overconsumed, won't hurt you. These are known as omega-3 fats. This can help fuel your muscle and increase your strength. Wheat germ, a slow digesting carb, which are best when it comes to any kind of diet. This can help enhance your central nervous system and boost your endurance. Endurance you will need when it comes to strength training. And then you have spinach. I almost always include spinach in my diet plans, but when it comes to increased strength, I'm having more than normal. Popeye would be proud. Because not only is it good for muscle building, it can help enhance your strength. That was supposed to be Popeye. That also means having a breakfast every single day and a meal every 3 hours after that. And those meals must have what I just mentioned before, and a high amount of protein and a lot of vegetables. Easy, basic, that's what it is. Number 5, use the right supplements. Alright, let's bring out the checklist. You'll need creatine, more specifically creatine monohydrate. It's probably the #1 supplement you'll need when it comes to building some strength. You need your BCAAs. This can help speed your recovery time. Also, citrulline malate and L-glutamine can do the same thing. Fish oil can do the same thing, as well as decrease inflammation, and I already talked about omega-3 fats. Then there's what I call the secondary helpers, which are supplements that you don't necessarily need, but if you add it in, it can help you out. Like, there will be a value if you include it. Nitric oxide before workout can increase your blood flow, delivering the nutrients to your muscle cells at a faster, more efficient rate. And then you have beta-alanine, which can help add to your endurance. All right, so guys, that's it. That is 5 different ways you can get stronger. Combine them all, you'll be a beast. All right, once again, guys, if you're interested in the shirt, it is in the description, the link on where to get it. Click on that link, show support if you want. Yeah, it's very limited. It's not going to be available for too long. But yeah, link is in the description if you're interested in that. So if you enjoyed my information, if you enjoyed the advice I gave you, please do not be afraid to bench that subscribe button, squat that like button, and share this video around to your weak friends. That was kind of mean. Sorry. Once again, this is Carl the Solutions, and if you got a problem, I'll help you solve it. Your wishes are done and your best is yet to come.